LovePod English.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to LovePod English. I'm Rose, your teacher today. In this lesson, we'll explore 50 of the most useful English phrases for daily conversations, expressions native speakers use all the time in real life. They're short, simple, and super practical. Once you know them, your English will sound smoother and more natural. These phrases help improve both your listening and speaking skills while letting you express yourself confidently at work, with friends, or anywhere. You'll find these expressions useful every single day. We'll look at real-life examples so you can hear how people naturally use them and learn to use them yourself. By the end, you'll speak with more confidence and ease in everyday English. All right, grab your notebook and pen. Let's dive in. We'll start with the kinds of phrases people use when greeting each other. Instead of just saying, "Hi," try, "Hey, how's it going?" or "What's up?" They're casual, friendly ways to open a chat. For example, when you meet a friend at a store, say, "Hey, how's it going?" They might reply, "Not bad, just picking up a few things." Sounds more natural than a plain "Hello." Another good one is, "Long time no see." When meeting someone after a while, you can say, "Hey, long time no see. How have you been?" Practice this. Imagine meeting an old classmate. You say, "Hey, long time no see." They answer, "Yeah, it's been a while. I've been busy with work." Now let's look at ways to ask how someone's doing. Instead of the basic, "How are you?" try, "How are things?" or "How's everything?" They sound more relaxed and friendly. You can ask, "How's everything at work?" or "How are things with your family?" It helps you sound natural and caring. For practice, think of a friend who just started a new job. Ask aloud, "How's everything going with your new job?" Then picture their answer. "It's going well. Thanks for asking." Now, when you want to agree with someone, say, "Exactly," or "That's so true," instead of just "Yes." For instance, if someone says, "Learning English takes time," reply, "Exactly. It's a step-by-step process." Or, "It's been hot lately." "That's so true. I use the fan nonstop." Try practicing this kind of response. Think of something simple like, "Weekends are too short." Then say, "Totally. They just fly by." When you show agreement naturally, your English sounds more real and fluent. Using the right reaction keeps conversations lively and natural. When asking for a favor, say, "Can you do me a favor?" or "Would you mind helping me out?" These sound polite and friendly, unlike "help me," which feels too direct. For instance, say, "Can you do me a favor and check this email?" or "Would you mind giving me a ride?" Picture needing help moving a box. It's better to say, "Would you mind helping me carry this?" Then imagine the reply, "Sure, I'd be happy to." When offering help, try, "Do you need a hand?" or "Let me know if you need anything." These show kindness and readiness to assist naturally. Example, if your friend is cleaning up after a party, say, "Do you need a hand with the dishes?" Or, when someone seems stressed, simply say, "Let me know if you need anything." These words show care. Practice this idea by imagining a friend carrying books. You can say, "Do you need a hand with those?" When discussing plans, try, "I'm down for that." It means you agree and are excited about the plan. For example, if a friend says, "Let's go to the beach tomorrow," answer, "I'm down for that." Another useful phrase is, "Sounds good." If someone says, "Let's meet at 5," respond with, "Sounds good." These short replies help confirm plans naturally. Practice like this. Someone says, "Want to grab coffee later?" You respond, "Sounds good. I'll text you when I'm free." It's friendly and fluent. Now, let's look at phrases to end a conversation politely. Instead of goodbye, say, "I'll catch you later," or "Talk to you soon." These make your goodbye sound warm and natural. For example, after a chat, say, "It was great talking to you. I'll catch you later." Or imagine the last person you talked to end with, "Talk to you soon. Take care." It's relaxed and friendly. In many talks, people use phrases like, "You know what I mean?" or "Right" at the end of sentences. These keep the listener engaged and make speech sound natural and interactive. For instance, say, "It's hard to stay focused these days. You know what I mean?" Or, "That movie was really slow, right?" Try adding these at the end of your thoughts to sound fluent. Let's pause for quick practice. Imagine meeting a friend after a long time. You say, "Hey, long time no see. How's everything?" They reply, "Pretty good. Just been working a lot." You respond, "Yeah, same here. Work's been nonstop. Totally exhausting. You know what I mean?" They laugh and say, "Exactly. We all need a break." You smile and say, "Let's catch up soon." They answer, "Sounds good. Talk to you later." Practicing mini conversations like this helps your speech sound natural and smooth. Now, let's learn phrases for expressing emotions and opinions. These help you sound fluent because native speakers often express feelings in short, natural ways. For example, if something makes you happy, say, "I'm so glad to hear that," or "That's awesome." If your friend says, "I got a new job," don't just reply, "Good." Try, "I'm so happy for you. That's awesome." It makes your reaction warm and real. Practice with good news. If someone says, "I passed the exam," respond, "That's great. I knew you could do it." This keeps your English expressive and positive. On the other hand, when hearing bad news, use "That's too bad" or "I'm sorry to hear that." For example, "My dog is sick." You can say, "I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope it gets better soon." If someone says, "I didn't get the job I wanted," reply, "That's unfortunate. Keep trying, something better will come." Practicing both positive and kind replies prepares you for any talk. Practicing how you react to both good and bad news prepares you for real talks. Try saying, "I'm sorry to hear that," then add a kind or hopeful comment. Sometimes, showing understanding matters most. Use phrases like, "I get it," or "I know what you mean." They help you connect and show empathy in conversation naturally and warmly. For instance, if your friend says, "I've been feeling really stressed," you can respond, "Yeah, I get it. Life's been hectic for me too." These short lines build connection through empathy. Try this. Think of someone saying, "I can't focus when it's noisy." Reply, "I know what you mean. It's hard to concentrate with so many distractions." Now, let's talk about asking for repetition or clarification. When you don't understand something, don't stay silent. Ask politely, "Could you say that again?" Or, "What do you mean by that?" If someone speaks too fast, say, "Sorry, could you repeat that?" Or if they use a difficult word, try, "I'm not sure I get that. Can you explain it differently?" These keep the talk clear. These phrases show engagement and help you understand better. Practice saying, "Sorry, could you say that again?" And imagine catching the message clearly the second time. In casual talks, people often use fillers like, "Let me think," or, "Well, You know, these give you time to think and make your English sound more relaxed and natural. For example, if asked, "What's your favorite movie?" you might say, "Let me think. Probably something funny, like a comedy." Or, "I'm not sure, but I'll check and let you know." Try saying, "Well, I guess I'd say yes." Or, "Let me see." That might work. When giving suggestions, use "how about" or "why don't we" to sound friendly and polite. For example, if deciding what to do, say, "How about we go for a walk?" Or, "Why don't we try that new cafe?" These sound natural, not like giving orders. Practice this. You want to watch a movie tonight, say, "How about watching something funny tonight?" Then imagine your friend replying, "That sounds perfect." Sometimes you'll need to change topics smoothly. Use "by the way" or "speaking of that." For instance, "By the way, did you hear about the new store opening?" Or, "Speaking of movies, have you seen the latest one with that famous actor?" These help shift topics naturally. Try saying, "By the way, how's your brother doing?" Now, let's learn polite ways to disagree. Instead of saying, "You're wrong," say, "I see your point, but," or "I'm not sure I agree with that." It keeps the tone respectful. For example, if someone says, "Online learning is always better," you can reply, "I get where you're coming from, but I think it depends on the person." Practicing polite disagreement helps you sound mature and respectful. Try saying, "I see your point, but I look at it a little differently." When something surprising happens, people say, "That's crazy," or "I can't believe it." These show surprise naturally, in real conversation. If someone shares a wild story, say, "No way. That's insane." For example, "I saw a bear near the lake," and you reply, "You're kidding. That's crazy." Practice reacting to amazing stories. Imagine someone says, "I traveled to 5 countries last year." Respond, "Wow, that's amazing. I wish I could do that." Sometimes you need to comfort someone. Say, "Don't worry about it," or "It's not a big deal." These calm the moment and show understanding when mistakes happen. These phrases are used when someone makes a mistake or feels embarrassed. For example, if someone spills coffee and apologizes, say, "Don't worry about it. It happens." It helps calm the situation. Practice this idea. Imagine someone says, "I forgot to call you back." Reply, "No problem at all. I know you're busy." Simple phrases like this show kindness and understanding. Now, let's combine what we've learned in a short practice talk. Imagine meeting a friend at a cafe. You say, "Hey, what's up?" They answer, "Not much, just need a break." You respond, "Yeah, I get it. Work's been really stressful lately. You know what I mean?" Your friend nods and says, "Exactly. I've been looking for something fun to do." You suggest, "How about we check out that new art exhibit this weekend?" They reply, "Sounds good. Let's do it." You finish, "Cool. I'll text you later. Talk to you soon." This kind of back and forth builds strong conversational flow. Try practicing the same dialogue with small changes to make it feel more natural. For instance, replace the art exhibit with a park or a cafe. The goal is to keep using these phrases naturally. The more you repeat them, the more fluent you'll sound. Let's try a quick out loud exercise. I'll describe a situation, and you answer with the right phrase. Ready? Situation 1. Your friend got a promotion. Say, "That's awesome. I'm so happy for you." Situation 2. You didn't hear clearly. Say, "Sorry, could you say that again?" Situation 3. A friend invites you out tonight. Say, sounds good. What time should we meet? Situation 4. You need help. Say, would you mind helping me with this report? Situation 5. A friend feels down. Say, I get it. I've been there too. Practicing out loud helps train your brain to reply naturally and with confidence. The secret to fluency isn't just learning phrases, it's using them daily. Even when you're alone, talk to yourself, practice in the mirror, or chat with a friend. With time, these expressions become part of your normal speech. Let's move on to a few more everyday phrases you'll hear often in conversations. When you want to share your opinion or feeling, phrases like to be honest or honestly speaking are really useful. They make your tone sound sincere and natural. For instance, if someone asks about a movie, you can say, to be honest, it wasn't my favorite. Or if a dish wasn't great, say, honestly speaking, it was a bit bland. These phrases help you sound open and real. Try this. Your friend asks, did you like my cooking? You reply, to be honest, it was okay, but it needed a bit more salt. When expressing plans or intentions, use I'm planning to or I'm thinking of. For example, I'm planning to start exercising more this month, or I'm thinking of traveling next summer. These are perfect for daily conversations about the future. Practice saying, I'm thinking of learning a new language, or I'm planning to watch that new series everyone's talking about. These phrases are easy to use and make your speech sound smooth and natural, just like a native speaker in everyday conversations. When making polite requests, use could you please or would it be okay if, for example, could you please send me the report by noon? Or would it be okay if I borrowed your book? These sound respectful and clear. Let's practice both. Imagine you're helping with groceries. Say, do you want me to carry the bags? Now ask for help. Could you please show me how to use this app? Simple and polite. In conversation, we also give advice or suggestions. Common expressions are, you should, or if I were you, I'd. For example, you should take a break, or if I were you, I'd talk to someone first. Practice like this. You should try that new restaurant. It's great. Or say, if I were you, I'd call her and explain everything. These make advice sound kind and helpful. When agreeing with someone, use short but strong phrases like, that's true, I agree, or exactly. For instance, it's important to get enough sleep. You can reply, that's true. Sleep affects everything. Or if someone says, learning English takes time, respond, exactly. It's all about practice. Repeat these aloud. They're natural and powerful ways to show agreement. When you gently disagree, use, I'm not so sure about that, or that might be true, but, for example, I think everyone should wake up early, and you say, that might be true, but not everyone's a morning person. Practice this. A friend says, fast food is the best. You reply, I get why you like it, but I prefer home-cooked meals. This keeps the tone polite while expressing your view. Let's add some casual conversation fillers. These are phrases people use naturally, like, you know what I mean? Kind of, or sort of. They make speech sound relaxed and real. For example, it was fun, but kind of tiring, or it's like when everything just goes wrong. Try saying, it's sort of confusing. You know what I mean? To sound natural. People often confirm things by adding right or isn't it at the end of a sentence. For instance, "It's a beautiful day, isn't it?" Or, "You're coming to the party, right?" These tags are common. Practice using them. "You finished the report, right?" Or, "This restaurant is great, isn't it?" They help your English sound friendly and conversational. When you're busy or in a rush, use polite excuses like, "I've got to run," or "I'm in a bit of a hurry." These let you end conversations naturally without sounding rude. Try saying, "I'd love to chat more, but I've got to run. Let's talk soon." Or, "Sorry, I'm in a bit of a hurry. Can we continue this later?" These keep your tone warm and respectful. Imagine this scene. You're at work. A colleague walks by and says, "Hey, how's your day going?" You reply, "Not bad. A little busy, but I'm managing." You? They say, "Same here. I've got a lot on my plate." You nod and say, "Yeah, I get it. It's been non-stop lately. By the way, did you finish the report?" Your colleague answers, "Almost. I'll send it by the end of the day." You smile and say, "Perfect. No rush." Now, another scene. You're meeting a friend for coffee. You greet them. "Hi, long time no see. What's new?" They reply, "I just got a new job." You respond with excitement, "That's awesome. I'm so happy for you." They say, "Thanks. It's a bit challenging though." You answer, "I know what you mean. Starting something new can be tough." They nod and say, "Exactly." You continue, "So, how about celebrating this weekend?" They reply, "Sounds good to me." These are examples of natural, everyday English conversations. Let's go over some quick, useful responses. When someone thanks you, say, "No problem," or "Anytime." When someone apologizes, say, "It's okay," or "No worries." When saying goodbye, use "Take care," "See you around," or "Talk to you later." These short expressions are common and help you sound natural and friendly. To build fluency, practice 5 to 10 of these phrases each day. You don't need a partner, just say them aloud to yourself with confidence and energy. For example, "I'm so glad you came." "Could you please help me out?" Or, "You should try that new place." Set a 5-minute timer and repeat them clearly. Now, let's try one last practice round. I'll describe a situation, you respond aloud with the right phrase. Situation 1. Your friend shares exciting news. Say something positive. Situation 2. You didn't hear clearly. Ask them to repeat. Situation 3. You want to leave politely. Use a kind excuse. Situation 4. You're unsure about something. Express it nicely. Situation 5. Someone says, "Thank you." Respond naturally. Practicing like this helps you build rhythm, confidence, and a real conversational flow in English. Don't just memorize phrases. Use them daily. Speak them in your real-life conversations until they become automatic and natural. That brings us to the end of today's lesson. I hope you found these 50 common phrases useful and that the practice examples helped boost your confidence in everyday speaking. Remember, learning English isn't just about grammar or vocabulary, it's about connecting with others naturally. And that comes from consistent practice. So, take these phrases and use them wherever you can, at home, at work, or even when you're thinking to yourself. Keep practicing every day with purpose. Thank you for joining me today on Love Pod English. I'm Rose, and I hope you continue your English journey with confidence and joy. Until next time, keep practicing, keep improving, and take care. See you in the next lesson.